Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving headfirst into a skill that is, absolutely essential for any data professional. Feature extraction. It's the secret sauce for turning messy, raw data into pure machine learning gold.
So let's just imagine for a second that you're working on a food delivery app. We'll call it Hungry Now. It's doing great, right? But it's also kind of drowning in all this raw data. You've got order histories, customer reviews, user clicks. All this information is just sitting there, but it isn't actually making the app any smarter. Well, the secret ingredient to making that app smarter is feature extraction. And, the best way to think about it is, well, it's like cooking. You're taking all these raw ingredients, onions, spices, veggies, and you're turning them into a finished dish that an algorithm can actually digest. You're basically getting rid of all the noise and just keeping the good stuff, the essence.
And that's really the core idea here. On one side, you have all this messy, raw stuff, like millions of pixels in a food photo or a super long customer review. But on the other side, you've got these clean, meaningful signals, or features, things like a sentiment score or a cuisine tag. And it's these features that really unlock the patterns hidden deep inside all that data.
Okay, so let's dive into this. We're going to start with the messiest ingredients in our kitchen, unstructured data. We're talking about things like customer reviews and all those thousands of food photos people are uploading to the app. So a machine learning model, it can't really understand the nuance in a sentence like this all by itself. To an algorithm, this is just a string of characters. It has no idea what quick means in this context or, why cold is a really bad thing when it comes to pizza.
And this is where the magic happens. We cook that raw review into something an algorithm can use. We extract these structured features, like a negative sentiment score, specific keywords, and even a topic. And suddenly, the app can automatically start tracking which restaurants are having issues with food temperature versus, say, delivery speed. And it can do that without a single human having to read every review.
The exact same logic applies to images. Instead of analyzing millions of individual pixels, which would take forever, we extract key features. We can use things like color histograms to flag potentially spicy dishes, or use object recognition to automatically tag photos as burgers or salads. This completely automates the process of organizing menus for the user. It's so powerful.
All right, so that's our unstructured kitchen. But what about the ingredients that are already kind of organized? Let's move on and tackle our structured data. This is the stuff that's already in nice, neat tables like order logs and customer info. But here's the thing. Just because it's in a table doesn't mean it's ready for machine learning. Even though this data is all organized, it's still too raw. A single timestamp by itself isn't very useful for making predictions. So what we do is we engineer new, high-impact features. We can calculate a customer's average spend, or pinpoint their peak ordering hour, or even create a custom late-night eater score. These new features are way, way more powerful for predicting what a customer might want to order next.
So you might be wondering, how does this all actually get done? Well, it's not just one tool. It's a whole process. Analysts will use SQL to pull and aggregate data from huge tables. Then they'll jump into Python with libraries like TextBlob to analyze all the text. And then they'll use visualization tools like Power BI to actually show stakeholders how a new feature, like a burger fan score, actually leads to more repeat orders.
Okay, so this is the crucial point. This whole process isn't just some technical exercise. Feature extraction creates real, tangible value for the business. And for those of you learning data analytics, it's a massive, massive boost for your career. For the Hungry Now app, these new features are a total game changer. They lead to smarter recommendations, they help forecast demand so you have enough drivers, and they allow for personalized promotions that make customers feel really understood. And all of this, it contributes directly to happier customers and, of course, more revenue. And for you, the aspiring data analyst, this one process is unbelievably valuable. It actually demonstrates more than 15 distinct knowledge, skills, and behaviors, or KSBs, that you need for your professional assessment. That's huge. Think about what that actually means for a second. When you create a feature like that late-night eater score, you're not just writing a bit of code. You're proving you have the knowledge of the business context. You've got the skill to combine different data sources, and you're showing that logical problem-solving behavior to create something totally new that adds real value. You're hitting all these key benchmarks at once. And that's really what makes this so incredibly powerful. Every messy data set isn't a problem, it's an opportunity. It's a chance not just to build a smarter model, but to prove your own value as a data professional by finding those hidden signals that nobody else has seen yet. So the only question left is, what will you find in yours?